welcome back to another video, and today we are going to talk about my journey towards becoming an international flight attendant. Actually, I didn't apply for any local airlines back in the Philippines that time. I just pushed through my plans that I wanted to become an international flight attendant even without experience. And did you know that I actually failed 3 times in my application with Qatar Airways? And yes, I'm going to be talking about those mistakes, and I hope I'll be able to inspire you guys with the story that I have. By the way, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you get updates whenever I upload a video like this. I started actually applying to become a flight attendant at the age of 24. That was back in 2009. Back then, I was working in a BPO company for 4 years. Actually, after I graduated from the university, I applied in a BPO company because during that time, that was actually a thing to become one of those call center agents. It was also one of the highest paid jobs in the Philippines. During that time, I forgot about my dream. Actually, being a flight attendant was actually a dream for me, but I forgot about it after I graduated. And then after that, one of my colleagues actually told me that there is this Qatar Airways. Actually, that time, I don't know what is Qatar Airways, and he told me that I should try applying to become a flight attendant because I have the potential. At the back of my mind, I really didn't thought of it that much because I know I wasn't really ready. That time I was actually wearing braces, and I know I wasn't really very confident in my own skin. So I still continued to work with the BPO company, but I met the love of my life, and he was actually the one who pushed me to apply to become a flight attendant. So during that time, there was an opportunity for me to apply to become a flight attendant with Qatar Airways because they held an open day in Cebu. And after that, actually I didn't research about anything, and like I said, I was wearing braces, and I went there and I didn't expect that much of a crowd. It was really very funny because of course I didn't prepare for anything, so I just went there, gave my resume to one of the recruiters. So the first time I applied to become a flight attendant was an epic fail because of course I had braces, and that time I believe they were really very particular about braces, and they don't really allow to have braces at all. So I think that's one of the reasons why I actually did not get through the shortlisting process. And so after that, I still continued to work as a call center agent, and there comes another opportunity, and I applied again because I was very excited to apply to become a flight attendant, and I want to get the attention of the recruiters. So what I did, that time I already had Facebook. So I went to my Facebook account and I grabbed one of those photos that I feel like I was a model. So I took that photo, I printed it, and then I attached it to my resume. At that time, I didn't check again the requirements of Qatar Airways. So I went straight away with that particular photograph. I feel so good already. And I went there and I submitted that to the recruiters. And I still remember there were still a lot of people applying for that certain position. I remember one of the recruiters, she was asking me what was I doing, and she just smiled at me and she said, "Thank you, we'll just call you." I was really very hopeful that time because I thought I'm gonna get their attention, but I still failed. So I feel like I need to actually prepare myself a little more this time. So I went back and then I work again, the same call center agent, and there's another opportunity that came. Again, it's the same city, and this time I made sure that I get the attention of the recruiter. So what happened was That time, I noticed that there were a lot of female applicants who were actually wearing mostly the same. So they have this business attire, black from the outside and white on the inside. So that's what I remember. And during that time, I thought of maybe I could get their attention of the recruiters by having a different color of my attire. So what I did, since my big sister was actually working in a bank, I borrowed one of her uniform, which was in green color. So I was really very confident already that the recruiters are actually gonna take me. So what happened was, I went straight away again. This time, I had my picture taken with that uniform, even if it wasn't my size at all. And I still went and gave it to the recruiters again. This time, I failed. And I think that was one of those moments that I feel like I should give up, because I wasn't really ready at all, or maybe the dream that I have is actually not for me. So I almost gave up during that time on my third attempt. So this time, there was one opportunity for me to actually go to Singapore. Back then, I forgot about the dream and I didn't thought of it anymore. And then I went to Singapore together with my husband. Back then, we were still dating as boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was working there for about 1.5 years. I didn't really know what happened then, but I think God has its own way of diverting your attention. He actually had better plans for me. That's what I thought, because back then, when I was still working in Singapore, there was one opportunity again that Qatar Airways was having an open day in Singapore. And this time, I thought of not applying again. My boyfriend back then, which was my husband now, was telling me to still push through my dream. So by that time, I already prepared myself that I'm going to try again, and I have my business attire already, and I made sure that it really suits me, because I've had mistakes already before and I don't want to have the same mistake again. And I didn't have my bracelets anymore. I felt really confident already. At the same time, I looked for a very good photographer, actually a studio. In Singapore before, it was also the same process when I was still applying to become a flight attendant back in the Philippines. So I already have the idea. So I went to the interview and I brought with me my resume. At the same time, the picture, a very nice photograph, which is, I feel like it's the best version of myself. And at the same time, I used the same business attire for that specific open day. And I was really very hopeful already that time, because I've done so many mistakes already, and I can't afford to have the same mistake again, and maybe I'm gonna break down after that. I remember during that time, there was only one thing that I was asking from God, and that is for me to be able to get shortlisted. I didn't ask for anything else, just to get shortlisted. By the way, when I say shortlisting, it is the moment that the recruiters will actually give you a chance on the second day to do the assessment. And so that's the only thing that I was asking from God, just to be shortlisted. After that, I know I'm gonna do my best to be able to reach my dream. And so I went to the assessment day and I gave my resume and my picture to one of the recruiters. I smiled. I remember during that time I was a little early, so there was not much of applicants yet, I would say. I was also talking to the same applicants. A lot of the applicants apparently that time, they already have experiences with other airlines. I remember one of them was an employee with Singapore Airlines, and I didn't see him on the second day anymore. But anyway, yes, I got the attention of the recruiters this time, finally, and they gave me a call in the afternoon. I was really very excited. So after the shortlisting process, I went through the 3 stages of the assessment, and after that, it was history. So right now I am already almost 8 years flying. I'm still overwhelmed, guys, because I didn't really expect that God would give me this opportunity for me to fulfill my dream. We only have one lifetime, and if I don't fulfill my dream, I think it would be a total waste of my life. So I am really glad, and I am still very grateful that I was able to reach my dream in this lifetime. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I am thankful that God gave me the opportunity for me to fulfill my dreams. And I hope you guys got inspired by my story this time. I hope you guys will still push all your dreams to come true, because I know God has plans for you, and I know He planted it in your heart because He knows that you actually have the potential to make your dream come true. If you have it in your heart that you can be one of us, I know you can make it. Don't ever give up on your dream. We only have one lifetime. Pursue it. Alright? I hope you guys enjoyed my video for today, and I hope to see you again next time.